Promise made, promise kept. In fulfillment of his Lagos infrastructural renewal drive, the administration of Governor Akinwumi Ambode commissioned a block of 8 classrooms fully furnished for the use of students of Araromi Logbo Junior Secondary School, Okwafo, Badagry. In a welcome address, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Mrs. Adekonye Elizabeth, while recognizing the immense contributions of Governor Ambode's administration to the development of education in the state, highlighted the giant strides public schools had achieved in the past years.
I'm happy to inform you that the policy of this administration in ensuring that high-quality education is accessible to all pupils, irrespective of their location, has been yielding positive results. It is pertinent to recall that Lagos State public schools have consistently emerged as overall best state at the International Robotic Competition since 2012.
Representing the Governor of Lagos State, Honorable Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Mr. Akinyemi Ashade, while reading the Governor's speech, acknowledged the importance of education to the society.
Education is the key to securing the future of our children and has been a priority of our administration since inception. We have invested massively in the educational sector, and today's event is in fulfillment of our promise to uplift the standard of education through the provision of modern infrastructure that will enhance the environment for teaching and learning.
The Honorable Commissioner informed the gathering that the commissioning is a testament of the government desire to take education to the doorsteps of every Lagosian.
The resources invested in the provision and upgrading of infrastructure, particularly at the primary school level, is consistent with our policy of inclusiveness and strong conviction that our children deserve the best education that we can provide.
The efforts and dedication of the teaching staff was commended as it implored the community to take ownership of the structure being provided.
Let me use this platform to appreciate our teachers for the roles they have been playing in molding the lives of our children, our future leaders. Your dedication to the growth and development of these students will continue to be rewarded by our government with commitments to your welfare and improved working conditions. To parents and community leaders, the facilities being commissioned here today have been made possible through your taxes. As stakeholders, therefore, you must ensure that you guard these facilities jealously.
The cultural troupe of Education District 5 were on hand to entertain the audience. Tutor General Permanent Secretary, Education District 5, Mrs. Anike Adekonye, acknowledged the continuous efforts of the state government in the education sector.
Today is another success story in the life of our dear state, Education Family and Education District 5. You have changed the image of our public school from the tradition to a model one. All our schools, we are feeling the impact of governance, a good governance indeed.
The block of classrooms was commissioned by the representative of the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Akinyemi Ashade, assisted by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Mrs. Adekonye Elizabeth, Tutor General Permanent Secretary, Education District 5, Mrs. Anike Adekonye, and other dignitaries. Management staff and students of Araromi Logbo Junior Secondary School, Badagry, commended government's intervention as they promised to keep the flag flying in the education sector.
I feel great that we prayed and God Almighty answered our prayer by using our wonderful governor. For him to approve this building for us is a great achievement because our children will now sit comfortably. And the teachers too, they will be happy bringing out the best out of them and deliver it unto our children.
I feel great. I feel marvelous because if you can look at the population of students in our school, is much. We have more than 5,000 students coming to this school and more than 52 communities that are linked to our school. Now that Ambody has done something like this, I'm very sure that teaching will be very easy for students and teachers also, because there will be more learning ability and students will be able to cope and understand what each teachers are teaching them.
I think this building will enhance and promote good learning activities. The state governor is really trying his best. I would say he's really trying his best. But as Oliver Twist do say, we want more. We'll make sure we students don't vandalize any of the school property.
The success story continued at Agbado Okeodo Local Council Development Area as the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Mrs. Idiat Adebule, led other state dignitaries to the commissioning of 13 blocks of classroom for students of local government primary school, Okeshagun. The team was welcomed by the Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Mrs. Uzamat Akimbile Yusuf, who narrated the community's ordeal before the intervention of the state government. She further assured the governor of the readiness of the students to soar like eagle in their academic pursuits.
We appreciate His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, to have granted our request by building these edifices for the students of local council in Agbado Okeodo. We appreciate it so much. Before the existence of this place, there was no primary school in all these axes at all. We want to promise His Excellency the Governor that by the special grace of God, the students of this school, we made him proud.
The chairman of Agbado Okeodo Local Council Development Area, Dr. Augustine Arugundade, assured the state government of his administration's willingness to collaborate with the state government in the provision of needed facilities.
We appreciate very greatly the donation of this school to our children, and we are promising that we are going to make use of the school. We are also going to see to whatever other facilities that will make learning easy and conducive to our children.
The Deputy Governor, Dr. Mrs. Idiat Adebule, while reading the keynote address on behalf of Governor Akinwumi Ambode, assured the gathering of government continuous support to the education sector.
The basic education level is a crucial stage because it is the foundation upon which all levels are built. It is a desire, therefore, to ensure that this level of education is strengthened to enhance the future prospects of our children and the ability to cope with the challenges of higher level of education.
She applauded the dedication of teachers for performing their roles in the modeling process as she admonished students to be diligent in their studies.
Let me use this platform to appreciate our teachers for the role they've been playing in modeling the lives of our children, our future leaders. Your dedication to growth and development of this pupil will continue to be rewarded by our government.
The blocks of classroom were later commissioned by Her Excellency, after which she took a tour of the classrooms while addressing the students at the same time. School management and students commended the state government for the provision of this structure.
Now, if you enter into the classroom, you will see my children very happy, learning on the cool environment. The fan is working. During the interaction program on radio, they will plug their radio. You will see how my children are doing. We are so much happy, and we appreciate the efforts of our governor and the deputy governor and our boss, Dr. Gani Sope.
We, the entire pupils and students of local government nursery and primary school, appreciate the instruction and furniture you gave us. Thank you very much, ma.
The 13 block of classrooms commissioned has facilities such as toilet, offices for teachers, and alarm systems.